Okay, guys, welcome to Hacking Self Storage. I am so excited about this episode. This episode specifically, what? Because we are talking about something that is going to blow your minds. Yes, it really is going to blow your minds. And one thing COVID has taught us is to challenge our assumptions. Everything you believed to be true before, we need to challenge that. We need to challenge and we need to look and we need to educate ourselves and we need to reframe everything that we thought was correct in business, working at home, whatever it may be, automation. But there's one other challenge that I want to show you today. And I promise this will change the way you have felt about storage. This could be possibly the most important self-storage podcast I have ever done. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys today because it also means the barrier to entry into the self-storage market is nowhere near as big as you perceive. And the reason for this is because of microsites. Now I'm going to disconnect my mouse here. And I'm going to just go into it. And I'm not showing anybody my spreadsheet at the minute purely because it says the name, because it's not a done deal. We've agreed a price with the landlord. Everything's agreed. We're basically at heads of terms, not officially at heads of terms, but until it's signed, I don't want to tell anybody about it yet because unfortunately I do share a bit too much and that is how I can get duped, I suppose, a little bit. So I want to just go through with some numbers here because a microsite, what is a microsite? For me, it's like a micro pub. It's smaller than your normal facility. So it would be, I don't know, this site in particular is 4,000 square foot. So a microsite for me is anywhere between, 3,000 square foot at a push, right the way up to 8,000 square foot. And so 4,000 square foot, when I first looked at it, I thought, nah, it can't generate the revenue. It can't generate the ROI. It's just not going to be good enough. And I was going to tell you about the reason why I found this site, and it's just complete luck. I was on the way back from Liverpool. And because I had to go and get a passport for my son because we only got 6 months left. We're going on holiday this week, and I just thought I'd go to this town on the way back, and there it was. And I was like, oh my god, that will make a perfect self-storage. It's on a main road. It's next to a fast food giant, and I thought, well, this is an absolute no-brainer. So I started Googling the area and seeing if there was any other self-storage in the area. And there was one. And it wasn't particularly nice. And I just thought, wow. Did a little bit more research on the area and bits and pieces about the self-storage industry in this area. The self-storage price per square foot in other surrounding areas as well. I spoke to some people in the industry. I got a little bit of information. And I thought, this is a goer. It's 4,000 square foot. However, it is going to be £8 per square foot to rent out. So that's what I'm leasing it for. He won't sell it to me, but he will lease it to me. And so it's only 8,000 square foot. We're not going to get a massive amount of rooms, but that doesn't matter because I suppose there's trade parking. So I can actually corner it off as well. I can put gates on there and I can get 17 outdoor units, about 80 square foot, measured it out. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much details with you. I'm going to give you exactly how much the ROI is, how much it's going to cost to fund this place. And basically just letting you open your eyes to what is possible within microsites because everybody believes you need a 30,000, 20,000, 10,000 square foot building. And here I am. I will be cash flowing after 9 months, just 9 months, because that's all it takes to fill. I will be cash flowing £6,105. £6,105 per month net profit. That's how much I'll be cash flowing from this place. So that's over 70 grand a year. 73 grand a year. For a very, very simple and straightforward play. It's going to cost me to fit out 143,230, roughly. I don't have the exact figures at the minute, but it'll be around about that, 143,230. You couldn't handpick a better location on the main road of this place, next door to a fast food giant. Opposite, you've got a retail park. It is perfect. Only one self-storage facility in the place. It is under-serviced. The population's bigger than Beverly, and they've got less self-storage than Beverly. And it just makes sense on so many levels. The only problem is, if I could get a bigger building in that location, then yes, it would definitely work as well. However, the reason I'm doing a microsite and not looking anywhere else around this place is because I know that I could probably do a 10,000 square foot and it'd work. However, the location is number one for me. It's absolutely fantastic. Nobody will ever outposition me, ever. And number two, I want to test these microsites. I want to see if I can just open up a microsite. And if that's the case, then I can venture into city centers. I can almost, it opens up so many doorways for me. And so this is just a test. This is literally a test to see what happens. And it might work, it might not. I don't see how it can not work. I've spoke to my mentors and every single one of them thinks it's an absolute fantastic and a no-brainer. So it's £143,230. That's how much the initial funding I will need. That's the maximum funding, including shop fitting and also the runway of cash that we'll burn through. That is with 9 months rent free. It's on a long lease. It's 20 or 30 years at the minute. Let's take a swig of tea. The price per square foot I put in is £18 per square foot. I will be getting 15% of my insurance revenue because we have minimum insurance amounts for certain units. So 15% of my revenue will come from insurance. So that means that we will be getting a return on investment of 43%. 43% return on investment. And even if it takes double, even if it takes 18 months to fill, which if it's only going to take 567 square foot to fill internally per month. So we can fill it in 9 months if we add 567 square foot per month, which we should easily do this in this location, easily. And so therefore, 43% return on investment after a year, say for a year. That is absolutely phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to document the whole journey. Obviously, I'm going to make it automation. Obviously, we're going to have a no-key technology, and I'm going to literally document it. I'm going to get better at YouTube. I'm going to employ a specialist YouTube person to come on and basically run my YouTube channel, because I really do think that all my spreadsheets, etc., we can do some real educational videos for people, and it can really. I'd love to share this screen with you right now and go through it all, but obviously a lot of people here are listening to the podcast, so I won't be able to do that, but I will document the whole journey. I will tell you all about it. I sent Gareth an email late last night of this recording. It's 10th of July when I'm recording this. And that's Gareth from Active Supply and Design, who's part of a Janus group, about ShopFit, and said, hey man, I need you down here. Can we meet on Friday the 24th, I think, because I go on holiday for a week. And I said, I need you down here, buddy. I need you down here quick, because we need to get moving on this and we need to do it. So no-key technology. It's going to be a manless facility. That a microsite works because of manless technology, because we can actually now, we don't need the staff. We can divert all the calls to the office, and it doesn't need anybody on site. And so, yes, obviously manless, it needs people to sweep up, etc. when people go and all things like that, cleaners and stuff. Yep, 100% understand that and get that. But with no-key technology, it makes it a lot more easier now. And with the automation, with Stora online, I mean, we'll be using them. I think it's an absolute unbelievable bit of software as well. And I'll document that whole journey. So there's so many pieces to these puzzles now that we can connect to. We can do manless because of the no-key technology. And because of the security and stuff, everything's improving all the time. And people's willingness to use manless facilities now. We can also use Stora technology as well for the manless facility. You can book online, you can pay online, you can do all that jazz, which is absolutely fantastic. So all this now means a massive opportunity for me and you. And it's time to grasp it. It is time to grasp this nettle now, and you don't have to spend millions of pounds on a 30,000 square foot like we did. Spent over £1 million on runway of cash and actually fitting out the rooms. £1 million. We don't need to do that. You don't need to do that when you're dipping your toe in. First of all, you can literally find an 8,000 square foot facility 4,000 square foot facility. I've got 8,000 because obviously it's 2 floors, and you can kit it out. I am so excited about this. It will cost me £143,230. My running costs on a monthly basis are going to be, where the heck are my running costs? I've got it down here somewhere. Monthly running costs. I'm going to have to add it up manually. 240, 340, 440, 490. £490 my running cost for the month. That's it. I'm doing no pay-per-clicks advertising, by the way, because I don't need to. It's right on the side of a road. There is no competition for Google SEO. Like in Beverly, we don't spend a penny. We don't spend a penny on Google ads in Beverly. So I don't need to do that as well. Guys, I'm going to document this whole journey. I'm really excited to go through it with you guys because hopefully, if I get my ass into gear, we should be open by the end of this year. And that means we've got 2 new sites running simultaneously, both manless. And I feel confident we can do it because of the technology out there, because of Stora, because of Noki, because of the excellent staff team that we've got. I think we can do 2, no problem. And then that means we'll have 4 altogether by the end of this year. And then next year, we go again. We want another 2 or 3 new sites. And it just opens up so many options for me doing these micro sites. As you can tell, guys, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing on it as well. Also, I just want to read you this. The valuation after 9 months based on an 8 times multiple. Now, 8 times multiple might be a little bit tough to get. This is another, I nearly forgot this. This is another really exciting bit about this. 8 times multiple might be a little bit hard to get purely because it's a small site. There's not a lot of added value. People can't extend. It's limited how many people will be interested in this. However, 8 times multiple connected to my whole portfolio, I think that's what I'll probably get. Obviously, we'll have Clough Road, which will be a big multiple. We'll have Stormore in Hull, a big multiple. We'll have Beverley, a lower multiple. So we'll have big. Overall, over the whole portfolio, I think this will be allocated 8 times. And by the way, we're not selling for another 20 years anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But my mentor likes to see this anyway, just evaluation. So according to an 8 times multiple, it'll be worth £586.80. So within 9 months, let's say a year, so within a year, I'll have created an asset that is worth over £500,000. Even if it's 7 times multiple, it's worth over £500,000. Because don't forget, it'll be manless. So therefore, people like that. It'll be Noki technology. People will like that as well. It's automated, so the value goes up with all of them because it's easier to run. So we've created something that's worth over £500,000 within a year. And I've put, according to the figs, these microsites are a massive win. This should fill up in 9 months. After 9 months, it gives me a 43% return plus an asset that is worth over £500,000. So within 9 months, I've got an asset that's worth over £500,000. It's worth £500,000 with 6 point something times multiple. And it cash flows 70 grand a year. I mean, it's just a win. It really is a win. Guys, start looking for these gems, absolute gems, 150 grand, cash flow 70 grand a year. I mean, whoa, absolute gem, no brainer. It just opens the possibility up. It's so exciting. Micro self-storages. I haven't heard of anybody else doing these in the UK. However, a big shout out from Martin. He was, if you check on one of the previous interviews, on, I don't know how long ago it was, but if you check it, Martin, he's from Austria. He's the person who first was talking privately, and then we spoke about it on the interview as well. He was the first person who opened my eyes to these microsites. These microsites, he's testing it in Austria, and he said from what he can see, it's a big win. And then I've just done the figures. I've done the figures, input them onto the spreadsheet, and I'm like, wow, this works, and it'll work for you as well. And the absolute no-brainer for me is you don't need £1 million. It's £143,000, so 150 grand. It's a lot of money, but it's not unachievable. It's not unattainable. So it means that the door to self-storage is open to more people. And if anybody else, I just want people to get in self-storage. Obviously, there's a risk in self-storage. Of course, there's a risk. There's a risk in every single business. So please don't think it's risk-free. There's always a risk. However, it's given me such an amazing standard of living that I can't wait for other people to experience the joy, the satisfaction, the warmth, just the foundation the comfort that a self-storage business gives you. I've never, ever felt like this in another business before. And I've been in so many different businesses. So yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. I can't wait to document the journey. I can't wait to share the outside of it. I will be doing a LinkedIn post about it. I'll do a video exactly where it is and see if anybody can see where it is. I'll give you some clues, but hopefully by then we'll have signed the contract anyway. All right, guys, girls, thank you so much. I am going to go. It's my 40th birthday, and here I am talking about bloody manless facilities. I've snuck away from, it's a morning, stuck away from making the kids sandwiches at the minute to make sure I tell you about this awesome opportunity that's there for me and you, and it's fantastic. And I know it's supposed to be only 5 Minute Friday, but this is so important that I wanted to share it. So yeah, wonderful. All right, guys, I'm so excited. If anybody wants to talk about it, hit me up, deanbooty@icloud.com, deanbooty@icloud.com. Let me know what your thoughts are on micro facilities, the way forward. Well, it's just certainly a foot in the door for people anyway, and it certainly helped my cash flow position as well, and gives me more cash flow after 9 months, and ultimately that's going to help me build my business as well, because I not want to take the money out. I want to reinvest it and make sure that we regurgitate the money into the business, and then we just continue to grow and grow and grow and put the money back in the business and have that flywheel going. Watch out, Safe Store. Watch out, Big Yellow. Dino's coming. I genuinely believe it. Oh, we'll have over 100 sites at one day. I'm so excited. And I know that everybody thinks when they first say that, like, oh, come on. I've been approached for people with private money as well, and then hedge funds and stuff. So one way or another, we're coming. we're gonna make some noise, hopefully. So yeah, this is a next step on my journey, and I can't wait to share. And please, by the way, I am half joking, but being serious as well. I don't want anyone to think that I'm bragging or anything like that, because I have got literally nothing to brag about yet. But I do really, really believe in this business model, and I'm going all in. And then 20 years is a hell of a long time. I want to cement the foundation, and then we're going to try and grow. That's the idea. So please, I can say I apologize, but I don't apologize because I don't want to come across like big-headed or anything, because 100% that is not what I'm saying. I just don't want to come across like somebody who's like, "What, Big Yellow?" Because obviously I'm joking. Big Yellow massive and Safe Store massive. But what I'm not joking about is the fact that we want to grow and we want 100 sites and stuff like that. So bit of a chilling. I don't know why I always apologize. Why am I bothered about what everybody thinks? I'm like, oh no, people might think bad of me for saying that. But anyway, that's me. So I always want to be open and honest with you guys. So yep, super excited about microsites. They could be the way forward. Sorry for taking so long. I really, really enjoy talking about this, and I'll talk to anybody who'll listen to me about microsites, because I think it's a great opportunity and something that hasn't been grasped at the minute in the UK. So there's big, big opportunities there for everybody. All right, guys, girls, thank you so much. I'll speak to you soon. And yeah, watch out, Big Yellow. Watch out, Safe Store. I'm coming.